cool looking. I'm out in the pasture right now with the horses because they were just being so playful. It was so funny. They were picking up sticks, well, Cash and Dinky were, which is super weird, from the fire pit, and then chasing each other with them. So you guys need to see that really quick because it was really funny. I didn't catch it all, but you can see Dinky goes a little bit crazy about it. So it was funny. On Monster, you need to run. See? Guys, did you see that? Monster just got kicked at. Monster doesn't know her limits yet with the horses because she really loves to be around the horses, but the horses are fine with her. It's mostly Dinky. So speaking of Dinky really quick, we have combated this for so long and the summer sore strike has started. Unfortunately, once again, I'm so bummed about it. All winter long, we've been able to keep this summer sore gone, but I've been treating it. I'm gonna try to put a fly mask on her tomorrow, but so bummed. This was cured for so long. And now, of course, that it's been hotter out, it's already started. So bummed about that. If you guys remember how bad her summer sores were for a while, you've been here for a bit, but you should also know that we've had this cleared up for a long time. And now she's all fluffy. She actually needs to be clipped if the weather doesn't go back to being colder. But we still have nice weather, but it's not cold. It's actually really hot during the day. So sorry, Dinky. Now we have a summer sore in the works, so we need to put some medicine on that. I'm sorry, Dinks. That bothered you for so long, and then you were better for so long. And here we are again, the never-ending trouble with summer sores. So I have a couple things to update you guys on in this vlog. So a lot of improvements at the farm and I really want to show you guys. So let's just get right to it because I'm really excited. A lot of you guys have been asking, about our pool, which is a very minuscule update in the grand scheme of our farm here, but it's part of it because I know you guys are always interested in like our building process around the farm. So I'm going to show you that. These two are just so funny today. Leave each other alone. Here they go. Oh boy, I'm caught in the wrong spot. He's such a pretty boober though. My goodness. Be nice. I got Dizzy there running around. And what's your business in this? You like Dinky. I know you do. Go boy. Oh, is she gonna mess with you now? That's your buddy. No one is safe when Dinky's around. Look. Now she goes over. Is biting on Blaze. Dinky is a menace these days to everybody. She's so goofy, so playful. And this is why Cash always has bites on him because he plays back. He is my one horse that always has bites on him from the other horses because he constantly is messing around with them, so they get him back. But you can look at all my other horses and none of them ever have bites or scars or anything, and he's constantly covered in them. Louie always looks perfect because he is not a menace. He's a beautiful, good boy. Blaze hardly does either. Every now and again, that's just because he'll mess around with Cash. Hi, Dinky. But see, this is what I mean. Cash goes right for him, biting at his face. So the other horses will get annoyed and they'll get him back. I don't know what look at them teeth. There he goes. So cool looking. This is what they do all the time though. They're in such a playful mood all the time. And they've been running all day. Uh-oh. Jeez. This is a bad area to be right now. It's just so fun to watch. These two are crazy. I should probably get out of the pasture now because I swear I'm gonna lose my head any minute because of how crazy they're being. He's such a good boy. I'm talking about Blaze. Good work, Mike. You almost touched the ground. Blaze is really short. You guys can kind of tell right here with how low Mike's feet are to the ground. He's a pretty short horse. He doesn't care. This horse loves Mike. He's very happy with Mike, always playing with him. Whaley is still after the tree. I'm here to report that the horses no longer care about the tree, but the goats still care about the tree. Whaley, you have a stick around your head. So here's what our pool is looking like. I am so excited about it. It's really close to being done. So they just put the coping on, I want to say yesterday or the last 2 days, and then the tile, and then they grouted it all today. The cats are very intrigued with the pool. As always, there's Monster, there's Petey. They love the pool. They always are lounging around it. Look at that. They are very funny. The whole time that we've been building this pool, they always go in it and do crazy stuff. But there's the spa over there. They put tile all around it. So I didn't really know that that was gonna happen, but it did. And I'm fine with it. Then they brought all this today, and they're gonna start on the pavers. And the next day, they've been like filling it all in with dirt to put the pavers on. So the pavers will go on that deck and then all around here. And it'll all be pavered around it. Then the rest of this dirt we're gonna take and we're gonna put it all over the pasture. Well, I should say our backyard. I'm not sure if you guys know, but that corner of the yard every summer always got flooded. So we're gonna disperse it mostly in that corner, even the whole thing out, and then we're gonna have to resod it. Constant no grass and grass situations at our property all the time, but that's okay. Crazy is in fact in the pool as we speak. Hi, buddy. So this is the sun shelf. These cats are forever gonna be sun tanning by the pool. Monster loves it out here on the farm. She really was meant to be a barn cat. So anyways, this is what the spa is looking like. Super cool. I like how they did this. So that looks really good. Same as our coping around the actual deck. Then this concrete pad is where all of our equipment will be. Penelope! But I will say, whoa, Petey just ran after Mishka. That the most thing well, not the most thing, but one of the biggest things I'm excited for is so that the dogs and Penelope can have the yard back, because they've only had this right here and that up there. So it'll be really nice for them to get their whole yard back. So that's what I'm very, very excited for. Hi, Mishka. Hi, boy. You're a good kitty. Good kitty. So Penelope, I'm gonna see if she wants to go on the sun deck in the pool eventually, because that would be cool. But I don't know. But so far, they've been just back here. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we completely took this white part of the fence down. It was in my last video. So this finally came down. Now it matches like the field fencing. He's not done with it. Obviously, you see these longer poles, and we're still deciding if we want to put the 4-board like our front fence, which I have yet to show you guys, and it looks so good. But you'll have to let me know in the comments after you see the 4-board if we should continue the 4-board all the way to here or leave it open. I personally don't want to put the 4-board because it always makes it look so open, because you can see right through it, and it makes our pastures just look that much bigger. When it has like boards on it, it just looks more closed. So me looking at it now is the first time I've ever seen it without the white fence, which had 3-board on it, and it looks so big. And I just like that I can see my pig pen from here a lot closer. So I don't know, you'll have to let me know what you guys think in the comments so we can make that decision, because we are still up in the air about it. But the rest of the fencing, well, this is gonna go away right here because this was just temporary fencing, but all of that isn't gonna have 4 boards. That's basically gonna look like that fence. So if we did do 4-board, this fence would be 4-board and that fence would still be open looking. So I don't know, keep that in mind. Our new fence in the front pasture, it is so pretty, you guys. I wish we did this a lot sooner, but obviously you guys know I had a hard time parting with the white like vinyl fence we had because it was so pretty. We never actually installed that. It just came with the house, and it was obviously a big investment at one point, and replacing all that fencing was a big investment. But you know, a lot of you guys asked me, were we gonna still replace the white fencing since we had rehomed the cows? And since that was always in the plans and it really needs it, even when we put the horses up here, the vinyl fencing was just not practical for livestock, and it never gave us the option to have the pigs out or anything like that. And in one of my previous videos, I talked to you about some ideas of maybe letting the pigs roam, but to do that, the whole thing needs to be properly fenced and XYZ. So now I wanted to show you the fence and how good it looks. Mike did such a good job on it, so I'm so excited to show you. It's completely changed, I feel like, the look of the property. So here's the fence. I'm only gonna show you just a little bit here because Mike's gonna show where the gate will go. This gate was a little bit longer, but we decided to make it a little bit shorter because it didn't need to be that long. So that's how the gate's gonna look. Hopefully he gave us enough room for a sure latch, because you know we love sure latches around here. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
That was funny. So here's what this fence again looks like. This was all the white vinyl fence, but this is what no floorboard is. So this is what I would like. If I keep the backyard with no floorboard, we'll still probably do floorboard up until like the house area. I don't know, but this is what floorboard looks like. So now you guys can really make your decision in the comments, floorboard or no floorboard for behind the house. But all this is obviously floorboard, and it looks so good with this tree. It's just so cute. Bagel, you are large and in charge. And I want to show you the little bend that I took, because I really like the bend, because we have a really bendy driveway. Let's see, there's the bend. And it just looks so good. It goes all the way around. Wow, that is such a pretty picture. And then we have this whole side of the property that needs to be fenced the same way. I'm so excited though, but we've been letting our front pastures obviously have a break. Monster's in a funny mood running around with the cats. And you can see how luscious the grass is. So I'm very excited for the horses to get back up here. And you guys know we put a lot of dirt back there. It is growing back, so hopefully by the time that it's ready for them to go back there, it'll be all grown back. But we did do this fence first because we are gonna have the horses go to this side. So we've again been letting this pasture rest ever since we rehomed the cows. We have a lot of good grass growing, not over the whole entire thing, but definitely in some patches. So I'm excited. The horses are gonna go over here for a while, let that dirt area in the other pasture grow, and then by summer they'll go over into that pasture. Something cool has been happening. And if you see this, that, I'll go closer to that one in a minute. There, and there, and there. So we'll zoom in a little bit right to this one, because this one looks like it's about to bloom. This one's gonna bloom too. Right there. Those are all sunflowers that are about to bloom. And lately we've been giving my chickens a lot of scratch greens, and I'm going to investigate because we're growing sunflowers all over our pastures. And you know, I'm in love with that. So it's really cool that that's happening, but I'm unsure why, because there's just sunflowers popping up all over the pasture and it's so pretty. And I'm so excited to see how many more are gonna pop up, because I just showed you like 5. And I'll show you the ones that have already bloomed, and they're so cute. For reference, they were all the way over there, the ones that I just showed you. I'll zoom all the way in. They were over there, so we can see how far away that these really pretty ones are that are blooming. And then all the way, we're gonna walk all the way over there, and I'm gonna show you that one. So this was the first one that I found, and it's actually dying. Aww. But there it was in all its glory. So super cool. I don't know why we have all these sunflowers growing everywhere, but I'm not mad about it. We were just looking around here, and this is our drainage pipe. And we were just over here the other day because obviously Mego's building the fence, and this giant hole was not there, but now it's here. So some type of animal lives in this giant hole. I wonder what's in there. Like, you want to stick your arm in there?
No. You might come back with a thing out.
You can really see how big that hole is. That's crazy. I can't believe that. I wonder what's in there. Kind of scary.
Turtle, maybe?
Maybe it's a turtle, a nice big tortoise. Hi, piggies. Hi, Cookie. How are you guys? What's everyone doing? Look at these little noses. Little snoots. So I have the scratch grains here, and I'm really not seeing any sunflower seeds for some reason, like I thought. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm seeing lots of other different type of things, but I am not spotting a sunflower seeds. So I'm not sure why those sunflowers are coming up out of nowhere. Sorry, ma'am. She's like, you took my picnic from me. I literally just grabbed it out of their coop while she was eating it. And she has no care. She's come out here and decided that she's gonna eat it at the same time.
9.
I like your collection. From today's haul, 9 eggies. I love how pretty they are. So this color are my naked necks, which is like her. They're finally laying. And then obviously like Americanas. This is like an olive egger type of thing. And this is like my Wyandottes or my speckled Sussex. Something like that. It wouldn't be like a full update video without, of course, showing you the ones that stay in the barn during the day. Miss Junie! Hi! Hey, pretty girl. So, Miss June, you guys know her eye saga. She never likes to show you guys it, but she's been off her pain medicine, so no more Banamine for her anymore. You can still see there's some inflammation still on that eye, and obviously the white dot is still there, but it is getting smaller. But she's now able to tolerate it without any pain meds. So that's really good news that it's not as painful anymore. And we're just basically treating what's left. So that makes me really happy. I was looking everywhere for our new rooster. And I finally just found him in Cash's stall. This is the rooster that I showed in my video that we had gotten that I didn't want to go to auction. And he has turned out to be such a nice rooster. He hangs out with a couple girls, so he lives pretty much in the barn with those girls because the girls that he, of course, lives with like to live in the barn, which is Petro and my speckled Sussex. So we named him Colonel. I don't know what he's doing in here. Let's see if he wants to come on out. Colonel, I'm sure that you flew over, but why'd you fly in here? Come here, Colonel. You can't sleep in there. How did you get in here? Did you get trapped in here? Come on, Colonel. He's so nice. He loves his girls. Come on, Colonel. Let me see if I can find his girls. So here's his girls. This is a speckled Sussex and Petro. She is our gas station chicken. And they have basically chosen that since Petro lived in the barn and my speckled Sussex lives in the barn sometimes when she's broody, that Colonel is now living in the barn with them. So they've chosen this giant building as a coop. So I don't know why they don't want to go back to the coop. So we kind of move them over every night to the coop. Sometimes we leave them in here because they're just gonna be back in here the next morning. So the last part of like my updates, just because I keep seeing you guys ask me in the comments about this, and I'm actually probably gonna title the video this just so you guys don't miss this part of the update. So I keep seeing in my comments, am I still barrel racing? When am I gonna show barrel racing? And things all about barrel racing. And basically, the update is that I'm not currently barrel racing, so I have nothing to show you guys. And I haven't barrel raced for a good like 6 months or probably more. Haven't even taken like a barrel lesson since then. And that's just due to the fact because of the hurricane. So the hurricane happened in September, and basically like life on the farm completely changed because instead of being in a position of just updating the farm and making improvements, we had to go into full-on repair mode and repair things that took us, you know, close to 2.5 years to build. And, you know, luckily for us, we didn't have a ton to rebuild, but a lot of that was pasture work, fencing work, and dirt work, land work, because we have to do all of this stuff before summertime, because basically in summertime, life on the farm kind of in a way comes to a halt because a lot of the outside work, pasture management, fencing and stuff like that can't really happen during the summer because the ground is just too wet. You guys know it gets flooded. So a lot of the things that we've been working on is to make sure that we don't have a bad flooded rainy season like we have the past couple years, especially with the hurricane. We had a lot of water on our land, which was inevitable. It's not like a normal rainy season, but we want to make it the best that we possibly can. So we really have dedicated all of our time and effort into doing that. And like you guys have seen, we've constantly been doing repair and improvements one after the other. Even what I just showed you today with the fencing and all this dirt work over here, just stuff that we just have been fixing around our house, inside of our house. We had to get a whole new roof and so much stuff that's just totally taken over my time that I can't dedicate to exercising Cash the way that I believe he needs to be in order to barrel race. I've told you guys that before, that I am not in the position with my horse to just go to a race on the weekend and then not work him for, you know, the whole week. That's not how I like to do things, and Cash is still learning, so he definitely needs to be legged up, muscled up, and that's just not in the cards for me right now because I don't have the time, because I do also work a full-time job. And when I am able to ride my horses at this moment, it's going to be for leisure. It's not going to be for work. And that's just the position I'm in right now. And that's not saying that I'm going to stop forever. I do want to, and I plan to get back into it as soon as we kind of get caught up with stuff. Because back then I was taking once a week lessons, maybe sometimes 2 times a week. I was attending like every clinic that I could. I was riding on the weekends with him, just like trail riding to get his mind off of work and just regular riding. So I was constantly keeping up with it so that I could have him completely conditioned all the time. And then obviously the hurricane happened, and that's just not the case. Now, I will say I prioritize him in the sport. And one of my friends, she's actually my neighbor, she comes over and she rides Cash twice a week for me. She also barrel races, so that helps. And she basically just gets him trotting his circles and just keeping him legged up, muscled up, just so that I don't decide that one day when I'm ready that I'm just gonna get on him and he has gonna forgot everything. So she's been super helpful with that, and that obviously is an investment because I obviously do have to pay for that. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm just throwing it away and throwing his progress away, because he still gets ridden twice a week. And then when I go on a trail ride, I do ride him. I switch between him and Trigger nowadays. And then June isn't really getting ridden right now because of her eye situation. We didn't want to put her under any work while she was in pain. I just didn't feel like that was right, but she will definitely be getting back into it shortly after her eye is recovered. We have taken her on one trail ride in the beginning of her eye injury when we didn't realize how much pain she was in, and she did just fine, but I have no desire to take her on a trail ride right now with the way that her eye is. And then last but not least, Blaze. When we do go on trail rides, Mike rides Blaze. So that's kind of my update on that and why you guys haven't seen any updates on barrel racing and anything like that, and not a lot of trail rides right now, just because we don't really have a lot of time to ride our horses because of the big hurricane that we had. And my horses live on my property every single day, so we need to make sure that the grounds and their living conditions are in perfect condition as much as we can all throughout the year. And one of those unfortunate times is through the summer, so our winter time is very, very busy for us with working and getting everything done to prepare for the summer. So sorry that was kind of long-winded, but I wanted to just kind of let you guys know that one day in the future I'll be back to barrel racing, but right now is not my time. I do have a clinic plan that I'm going to next month though, so I'll do that with him, but that's on a Sunday, so I'm just gonna take that day and do that. But after that, I don't really have anything in the works or planned, and I've had that kind of booked for a while. So after that, I don't have anything else, so that's it. So I hope you guys liked coming around the farm with me and playing with the animals. It's one of my favorite type of videos to do, just so that you guys can see their real personalities through the video. So if you guys like today's video, if you guys like the updates, make sure you go and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of these videos. And of course, make sure that you leave a comment in the comment section, because that's how I pick my shout out. So today's shout out goes to... All right, you guys, well, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.